Welcome to the Stuff of Legends. Our brave adventurers open the box to find a magical phylactery, maybe belonging to their dreaded nemesis, the Lich Queen. The dead guy turns out to not be dead at all, but simply a napping zombie. And the box turns out to be a mimic, which wasn't really a surprise to anyone. I'd also like to give a shout out to our amazing guest players, Dingo and Felix.
And they're big deals in the D&D animation community.
Wow.
So I was very happy. They were very grateful that they were able to take out the
They were great too. Like it's deserved, you know. They were so fun to play with.
Yeah. I really liked both their characters. They were fun.
and so different from each other also.
Yeah. And their accents and stuff.
Yeah, and the accent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Dingo's that little voice that for that character was like so like and slow and all that. It was nice.
And she was so consistent with her character, which was amazing. Like, she knows everything about that character. So,
Right.
she thinks about it this way. She doesn't work for money. She loves this. It was like very,
Oh no, it's funny she doesn't work for money. I was rewatching Schitt's Creek and then in that at the end it's revealed that Twyla, who works at the cafe, doesn't work there for the money. She just loves it.
Oh yeah, she's like super rich.
And
right?
she came
Yeah.
into money because she won some lottery, so she just has money, but she just works there.
Aww.
So like that thing just reminds me of that.
Yeah.
That she like the train lady also probably has a ton of money from
funny.
some lottery thing and just
Yeah.
like does it for fun.
Yeah. That show is sweet. I like that one. They were great though. I remember like I still feel like I'm pretty new at this, playing D&D, and it was neat to play with people that are like as good as they are and as comfortable as they are, and it was like kind of inspiring, in a way, to see how well they could be plugged into things and they play along so well. Yeah, I was super impressed by those two. That was awesome.
Yeah, like and like with Felix, like his character was so like didn't speak too much, like picked his moments, but then everything he said was just golden.
Right.
A lot of it was just like one word. Like I remember there was that one moment where Andrew asked if they pay well at the train. And that's when Dingo said, "Oh, I don't work for money." And then in the background, Felix just goes, "No." So good.
That was fun.
Because he like works in the luggage compartment, so it's like we have different jobs, lady.
Also, the other one doesn't work for money, so she doesn't care. She doesn't.
Yeah,
know.
it doesn't matter if she was not treated well.
Now I remember too. Wasn't there something we were trying to get from the Lich Queen? Like we had a motive, right?
Well, you need to get the weapon that can destroy the phylactery.
So we're looking for Armadeus.
Yeah.
And that's why we're going to Edelgard to get Armadeus.
There we go.
Armadeus, by the way, reminds me of those Tyler Perry movies.
Armadeus.
Armadeus
That's
goes
really
to
funny.
Miami or goes to...
Really? Because all I hear is Rock Me Amadeus.
That's good too.
Someone asked a question, which is, and Sean Jordan asked, my question for this episode is, where did you come up with the name Armadeus? And then he goes on a whole tangent about he did research and found out that Amadeus means love of God, or one who loves God.
Okay.
And he said, I'm assuming that arm is the wordplay to add in the weapon element.
Oh.
And if the god weapon is named based on the word Amadeus, then I can guess that it can be a name named with the kill the Lich Queen with the power of love is what they figured out. I'm like, you thought way more than I thought about it. I literally did weapon and god in Latin, which is arm and deus, and I was like, sounds good. And done,
Wait, who is a god?
No, the weapon is a god weapon.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
So it's like you need a god level weapon to be able to destroy the thing. So that's what
And who has the power to wield it?
that's the question.
Everybody does because we all got arms.
We all got arms.
Yeah, can't spell Armadeus without us.
That's a good one. I like all these jokes a lot.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Andrew, you should really consider doing voice acting and stuff like
Thanks.
that.
I talked to Raghav about it once, and I thought about it for a hot second, but you know what happened? I looked at someone's demo reel, someone who's like an aspiring voice actor, and they were so good and had found no work. And I was oh right, this is like a really hard thing to do.
Acting.
And I do not have that ability, so I've kind of backed off from that idea. But it does seem like a sweet gig if you can get it, It
Yeah, if
seems
you can
awesome,
get it
but-
just on the side, for fun. Don't quit your real job for it though.
Have you thought about becoming famous? Because it seems like every famous person becomes a voice actor now.
Yeah, why not? I'll start there. I'll become world famous. And then